Well, anyhow, this story was the #1 story in the supplement for the special edition of the Washington Post for the World War II Memorial back in 2004. And I'll tell you what happened. I was a young paratrooper. I was cleaning my weapons, sharpening my trench knife. It was the day before I dropped into Germany on Operation Varsity, which was the worst day for the Allied Airborne, the paratroopers in World War II. We lost 1,070 killed and almost 4,000 wounded, more than the Marines lost at Tara. It was covered up because it was under General Montgomery, and we didn't want the British and stuff. So it's just nicely papered over. But anyhow, here I was, the day before, I'm in a 10-man tent, edge of an airfield, cleaning my submachine gun, sharpening my trench knife. I hear a mail call, and I go out to mail, and I get 2 letters. One from my sister, one from my mother. My sister's letter said, "Why didn't you write home more often?" And I thought, "Sis, you have no idea what the heck's involved here. I'm about to go into combat, I'm cleaning my weapons." The other letter was from my mother. My mother's letter said, and she had emigrated to the United States as a young girl of 16. Way back in 1901. So, see how long ago that was. But anyhow, she said to me, "Son, I know you're going into combat." She always knew what I was doing. It was sort of a clairvoyant. "Son, I know you're going into combat. I want you to do one thing for me, and that is to remember to be merciful. That young boy you are fighting has a mother who loves him just as I love you. Please remember to be merciful." I went bonkers. I said, "Mom, I'm trained to kill or be killed. One moment's hesitation and you're lost. What the heck are you trying to do to me?" I was furious. It caused me that night. They got us up at 3 o'clock in the morning to feed us. But I got no sleep. I was so irritated with what my mother told me. So we went in combat, flew in. I dropped into combat, lying on a field. When we came down, bodies around me, machine guns shooting at me from a road about 200 yards away, farmhouses along the road, and machine guns in there. And every time I popped my head up, I was getting shot at. They hit the side of my helmet. After a period of time, it could have been 5 minutes, it could have been 25 minutes, I noticed a whole group of our paratroopers coming across the field, and the shooting stopped because they obviously saw this big crowd of guys coming and must have figured they better get the heck out of there. So I joined the paratroopers. We came up to the edge of the road. We looked at the houses, a lot of spent ammunition and stuff. Obviously the Germans had been there and just cleared out. I was the last guy walking along the road behind these paratroopers. I was looking for my own outfit, and they were all from the 513th Parachute Infantry. I was from a signal company, and I wanted to get to my outfit. I'm walking along, and I see these guys up ahead of me. And as I pass these houses, they had a slanted cellar door there that was for potato cellar or coal cellar in the basement. And as I'm going by, I hear voices. And I thought, some of those SOBs are still in there. I took a grenade off, pulled a pin, lean over, reach over. I didn't want them shooting at me. Open the door, and I'm going to toss the grenade in. And I remember what my mother said. Give these guys a chance. So I could speak German. I grew up in a family, my mother spoke to me, and I yelled into him in German, "Hände hoch, sofort raus, hands up, come on out." Nothing. I'm ready to throw it again. And since my head's going forward, I think about what my mother said again. I stopped and I said, "Jetzt, now, Hände so for the house, come on out. Nothing, and I'm ready to throw the dog on, and then I hear stirring. And up they start coming. 14 women and children. Now, had I thrown that grenade in there and had to live with it for the rest of my life, you tell me what my life would have been like.